Hey guys, this is your boy Bhavik. Welcome to my channel by Encoder, and today we will create a voice assistant in just 35 lines of Java. Let me show you a preview. The application is if I will say Google, it will open Google, and if I will say YouTube, it will open YouTube for me. If I will say Google, it is opening Google for me, as you can see. And if I say YouTube, here it is. It opens YouTube for me on my voice command. So let's get to work. The first thing I will do is create a new file that is commands.txt. We will have three words: open, Google, and YouTube. Okay, and YouTube. Save it. We have this, and one more thing is we will need to import Sniffix libraries, which you can get from internet, or I will provide a link of a zip file. Just go unzip it and you will get both of those Java libraries. So I will go here and drag both of these files into a lib folder, library folder, and the VS Code will add them to my libraries. You can use any other search engine, but I am using Ecosia. Let's say Sniffix knowledge base generator. And once you are here, just click on the first link and then choose the file we just made, the command.txt file, and click on compile knowledge base. Now here we are provided with some files, but just want these two. So I will right click on this, save link as, go in our folder and save the file as dic. It is given a default name, but it will be better for us to enter in code later, maybe. So lm saved both of the files. As you can see, there are two new files in our VS Code directory. So the dic files stores how it will be pronounced and this. So let's get to the Java file now. We will create an object named configuration. Make sure you are using the correct one, edu.cmu.sniffix.api. Okay, is equals to config is equals to new configuration. We will create new configuration and then we will give it some properties. Config dot set caustic model path, and in quotes I will pass in this. Just use it as it is, the same, and this will help recognize the language. And now we have to attach the dic and lm file we just generated from the website, dictionary path, and in quotes what we will do, we will right click here, copy relative path. We will right click on the file and then copy relative path, paste it inside the quotes and replace one slash with double slash, make it double slash. And the same thing, we'll say config, we'll say config dot set language model path, and we will do the same thing. We will right click the lm file and copy relative path and double slash. Now we are done attaching these files. So next we will create a try-catch block. Because this may give us an error. So we will say, so let's go here and let's create an object name live speech recognition, and we will name it as recognize. REC is equals to new live speech recognizer, and we will pass in config object, not the capital C, the small c. Oh, I messed the spelling. So I will have to click F2 and rename the
variable name. That should do. Config. So that. Save.
Now I will start the recognition. I'll say rec dot start recognition and pass in true. We will create a while loop. And say recognizer.getResult. If recognizer.getResult is not equals to null, what that will do is whenever I'm not speaking, it will not run the while loop. So that will be fast and application may not lag or stop working. Now what we can do is save it in a string. That will be the result is equals to recognizer.getResult dot get hypothesis, which will give it in a string form, means the result form which we are gonna need. So for now let's print it in our console. So now let's run our file and try it out. It will first go to the dic and lm files. It is done. So let's try it out. Let's try Google. It will say Google. It recognized and printed Google. It will say YouTube. So here it is. It has recognized that I was speaking. I was saying YouTube. My mic has some technical problems, but it will work fine for you. Fine and fast. But it will work fine and fast for you. So I'll close this. Now we will open YouTube or Google whenever somebody says YouTube or Google. So let's say if this result is equals to, we will first take it in the lowercase because we don't want problems to happen. If it equals to, we can do not equals to Google, and create a else if the same thing equals to YouTube. Now we will make it open the link in YouTube or Google. So for that I will import java.awt.desktop. I'll will create desktop, will name it as desk is equals to dot get desktop. And in the if statement I will create an object URI, name it URI is equals to new URI, and I will pass in and I will pass in the link, and I will do the same thing for YouTube. Say YouTube, Control Alt copy, paste, or I will take it here instead of making it global. I will call it here. So desk.browse, and I will pass in the URI, and the same thing here I will pass in like this. So if you say YouTube, it will open youtube.com, and if you say Google, it will open google.com. And at the same time I also want to print opening and the result. I will need to add it, right? Opening plus result. I will do it first, and here to save it, and now we will try to run it. Hopefully it works. Now it will analyze the file. Done. And now I will say Google, and here it is. It opens Google for us. And now I'll say YouTube, and here it is. When I say YouTube, it opened YouTube for me. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.